మరి ఇప్పుడు ఎస్టర్డేస్ 304 అండి. రేపటికి ఇప్పుడు 304 పైన నిన్న అర్థంగా ఉండిపోయింది. అక్బరుద్దీన్ గారు మాట్లాడతారండి.
Panel speaker, sir. Sir, yesterday all the members were of one view regarding the state and affairs of the government hospitals in our state, sir. Sir, a statement was given by Honorable Minister of Finance on behalf of Chief Minister, sir. Sir, we all know that the government hospitals are in a very pathetic state, sir. There is no proper facilities in the government hospital, and it's an evergreen topic on and off in all the sessions and in all the assemblies and also in parliament. We have been discussing this regarding the facilities in the hospitals, sir. Hospitals, it is an established fact that hospitals and facilities in government hospitals are inadequate, and even if adequate, in some hospitals there is rampant misappropriation and corruption at every stage. Middle and poor class of society is put to hardship and is in the receiving end. The large number of clinics, nursing homes coming up in every corner and doing flourishing business is a real example to say that more number of people are depending on hospitals in private sectors rather than in government sectors, sir. Sir, as per National Health Program, sir, and WHO, which says one bed allotted for 1,000 people as per census, sir. So AP state is having nearly 8 crores of population, sir. And for that 8 crores, according to WHO and as per National Health Program, our state should have at least 80,000 beds. But presently available, as per sir, the economic survey of 2004 and 5, we have 30,000 beds, sir. And as per the statement given by Honorable Minister of Finance, he says that we have 31,000 some change, he's saying, sir. 31,795 number of inpatients. I really do not know whether the figure in this statement is right or the economic survey which says is right. Sir, it is not that just I'm saying that, sir. Sir, and once again, sir, in para 2 of the Honorable Minister's statement, sir, in that he says there are 1,570 primary health centers, 164 community health centers, 181 hospitals, 12,522 sub-centers, 130 dispensaries, 45 mobile medical units in our state. Sir, in this statement, he gives this figure. And in the economic survey, sir, page number 86, sir, economic survey of 2004 and 5, primary health care is being provided through 1,490 PHCs, 268 hospital dispensaries, CHCs, community health centers, mobile units, and 12,522 sub-centers in rural and tribal areas. Doctor strength was increased by 385 in last 5 years. In the primary health sectors, 470 primary health centers are now providing round-the-clock service. Sir, through you, I would like to know, sir, when a statement is being given in this house, in this August house, it should be right. There are one figures in this economic survey and one figures and one numbers in this statement. Which is right? This has also been given by the government. This is also government note. Which statement do we believe? This really shows the seriousness of the government towards the pathetic state of the hospitals in the state of Andhra Pradesh. We are not being provided with right and proper figures, sir. Second, sir, staff nurse In the statement, sir, Honorable Minister has said there are 8,930 doctors, 9,708 nurses, means working in these hospitals. Fine, sir. I would like to know, sir, when the Honorable Minister is going to rise and he's going to give the reply to all the members' queries. He should come on the record and say as to how much is the sanction post of doctors and how many doctors are there working and what are the present vacancies in doctors. Second, in the nursing also, sir. I don't know where these figures have come, sir. And I'm sorry to say, sir, according to the information which I have, sir, doesn't say anything, sir. I might be wrong, sir. But I may be corrected if I am wrong. According to last year, sir, the total post which came in the leading newspapers, sir, I didn't had enough of time, sir, to go through this budget estimate, sir. I was going through it, sir. About the nurses, yes, I could found 8,000 nurses are working and they are there. But I want to know what is the total sanction post. How many have you appointed and what is the vacancy? And sir, the information which I have, the total post of doctors in Andhra Pradesh is 6,906. Presently, last year's figures, sir, these are the figures of December, sir. December figures I'm quoting, sir. 3,906. Vacant way 3,000. Staff nurses, total post 8,609. The present are 6,809. Vacant are 1,800. Paramedical staff 25,825 are the total post. Present are 18,629. The vacant posts are 7,197. Now, the Honorable Minister gives, sir,
कल
I've just,
आप 5 मिनट पूछे थे 10 मिनट हो गए
sir, I don't think I'm, sir, I'm talking relevant
बात
points.
कीजिए आपको याद दिलाने के वास्ते मैं बोल रहा हूँ
I'll be very thankful, sir, if you give me 10 more minutes, sir. I'll finish it off, sir. Sir, according to, again, WHO and as per National Health Program, sir, as per census, sir, one staff nurse for 5,000 population. One staff nurse for 5,000 population. For 8 crores of population, we need 16,000 staff nurses. We have only 8,000. Fine, sir. In that also, sir, nearly functioning beds in AP hospital is 30,000. 30,000. This says, sir, economic survey says. Minister says 31,000. As per bed ratio, sir, we need, as per bed ratio for 30,000 only, sir. According to economic survey, we need 12,600 posts. And we have only 8,000 posts. We have to look into this, sir. Why I'm raising this is, sir, because if you have to run a hospital properly, you have to have proper doctors, proper nursing staff, technical staff with the equipment. Then only we can really do the justice to the people who are coming with their grievances, with their problems. Sir, from 8,900 posts, there are 1,800 posts which are vacant according to my knowledge, sir. And according to medical council norms, sir, one staff nurse for each bed is intensive care and emergency unit, sir. For one patient, one nurse should be there. One staff nurse for 10 beds in non-emergency wing. Show me, sir, can we show a single hospital in the entire state which sticks to this pattern and this norms? It is not the hospital fault, but I would like to come on the record. It is the fault of the system and the fault of the government. Okay, the system is not being worked properly. Seriousness is not there. If we really have to look into this, then there would not have been any problem, sir. Primary health centers, sir. Economic survey says something. We have something. Honorable Minister said, economic survey said, hospital dispensaries, community health center, mobile units. Economic survey, sir. Page number 86, it says, we have 268. And Mr. Roshaya, in his statement, he said, okay, we have 1,570. Sir, where did we get this 1,570 from, sir? I would like to know. Economic survey is saying that we have 164, Honorable Minister is saying we have 164 community health centers, 181 hospitals, 130 dispensaries, 45 mobile medical units, total is 520 total. 252 is extra, sir. What Mr. Roshaya's statement is showing and what this economic survey is showing. How is it, sir? When a statement is given in this house, it has a sanctity, and the sanctity of the statement should be maintained. It is not. It is so sad, sir. Vidya Vihan Parishad, sir. According to newspapers, sir, they say we have 228. As per economic survey, sir, again this economic survey says we have 226. And Mr. Roshaya's statement says nil. We don't have. I don't know. When he writes, he should say how many we have again in this. Teaching hospital 35 plus 3, NIMS, MNJ and SVS. Economic survey says 38. This is the only thing which is right, sir. And again, Mr. Roshaya has not spelled out about this teaching hospitals also, sir. Total bed functioning, the newspapers say it is 25,000. Economic survey says 30,000. And Mr. Roshaya Saab's statement says 31,795. Total doctors, 6,906. Present 3,009. Vacant is 3,000. Total nurse 8,000. Sir, the statement should be right, sir. Going further ahead with the statement, sir. I'm concluding, sir. I'm concluding, sir. Sir, in the year 2004 and 5, the budget allocated was 1,658.5826 crores. The revised budget was 1,678.79 crores. Extra allocation was given, and that extra allocation was 20.1753 crores. And sir, and if you have to see, sir, for 3,900, sir, this is a very, very important point, sir. I need your concentration, sir. For 3,906 doctors and 6,800 nurses and 18,006 paramedical staff, sir, the total salary from this budget allocation was 1,100 crores for the salary, sir. And it is not that I'm just saying, sir. I have studied this, sir, from last 3 days. I have studied this, sir. 1,100 crores is going for salaries in the last year's budget, sir. And 578 crores were given for the equipment maintenance and miscellaneous. And only 80 crores for medicines. And now the Honorable Minister, in a statement, he said, okay, we are going to appoint 1,000 new doctors, 12,000 nurses, and he also had mentioned that the budget has been enhanced from 8.7% of 146 crores. In his para 3, in the para 3, he said the budget for the health sector has been steadily increased. And this year we have proposed to increase rupees 146 crores, which is 8.7%. Sir, it is not at all increased, sir. It is not at all increased, sir. Last year, we are spending 1,100 crores on salaries. And you say you're going to make new appointment of doctors, nurses and paramedical staff. And if you're going to make all the new appointments, sir, through this book, sir, this book I'm saying, sir, the 1,400 crores of rupees will be going only for payment of salaries. Only for the salaries, sir. It is not that I'm just standing here and saying, sir. I did all the working, sir.
Please conclude.
Sir, I'm concluding, sir. Sir, I'm concluding, sir. For the drug, sir, for the drug in the year 2005, sir, 100 crores were allocated. Only 80 crores were there, sir. And in this year, Honorable Finance Minister again in his statement, he said, sir, for drugs, 146 crores. 146 crores, you're saying you will procure 146 crores of drugs and it has been allocated. But what does this book say, sir? This book says only 114 crores. And your statement says 146 crores. Where is it? How is it possible? Sir, this statement doesn't have any weight. And sir, if you have to really go in through the allocation for this year, sir, 1,400 will go for salaries and only salaries. And again, new appointment, Honorable Finance Minister is saying, then again 100, 200 crores will go. 16,000 crores will be going. The total allocation is 17,000 crores and some change. What maintenance will you do, sir? Be realistic, sir. In the statement, again, the Honorable Minister for Finance is saying a government is laying special emphasis on improving the quality of medical care by laying down, achieving certain standards of cleanliness, sanitation, patient-friendly ethos, standardization and treatment procedures and proper maintenance of medical records. Where is the money to do all this, sir? Where is the money to do this? And when the government is said from April 1st they are going to implement VAT. Sir, when the VAT is being implemented, life-saving drugs are going to be 100% more costlier. Sir, I'm concluding, sir. Sir. I don't think I'm talking anything wrong, sir. I'm not targeting at anybody, sir. No personal allegation, no counter allegation. I'm coming up with some nice things. Please do give me a chance, sir. After the VAT, sir, the medicines for cancer patients, the medicine for psychiatry patients, and the medicine for HIV patients are going to be 100% more costlier. The money which has been allocated will not be sufficient enough to purchase half of the medicine what has been purchased in the year 2004 and 5. This is the fact. This is the fact. 1,400 crores will go on salaries for strengthening the existing infrastructure, PHCs and hospital. Mr. Roshia Sahab in a statement said 100 crores will be given for them. And again he said to render free medical care, especially to poorest of the poor. And then 8 crores will again be given. Then he said for drugs in hospital, 146 will be given. Sir, this total amount comes to 1,654 crores. The total budget allocation is 1,824. The balance amount is only 170 crores. In that you have to do the miscellaneous expenditure, the maintenance of the equipment, and also you'll have to purchase the drugs from this only. How is it possible, sir? It is not possible, sir. And lastly, sir, I am concluding, sir. And lastly, sir, I want to have a clarification, sir. I had told before, sir, I don't know who were the people who prepared the Congress manifesto, sir. They should be brought into this house, sir. They should be asked. Free power, breach of promise. It has been converted. And user charges. About user charges, on Chief Minister has scrapped the user charges in government hospital on May 15th. He scrapped. We welcome it. But are you not taking any money as a user charges now, as if for now? I want to come on the record, sir. I want to come on the record, sir. The user charges are again being implemented, sir. This is a false which the government claims. That user charges are not there. Without thinking, free power was declared for farmers. Again, you had to back out. Without thinking, moist problem, you went ahead. You had to come back. Farmer suicide continues. What it was when they were there, this still is continuing here. And in the power sector, sir, in this also, sir. In this also, sir, in this user charges, sir.
Please conclude.
Yes, I'm concluding, sir.
Please.
In the user charges, sir, a statement given by the Health Secretary, sir, on November 15th, in which he says, non-white card holders will have to pay 300 for CT scan in government hospitals. The headline is, user charges return. User charges return. Why? You're taking? Fine, take. Stand by your word. In the statement again, sir, it has been presently only CT scan would be charged from non-white card holders. Operating costs have been escalated, and I personally feel that this would not hit the people due to nominal fee involvement. Principal Secretary for Health, Medical, Family Welfare, IVS Subba Rao told Deccan Chronicle on medical education. K. Bhaskar Rao told Chronicle. This is the Chronicle. What is this, sir? Sir, if there is any seriousness, proper budget allocation should be made, proper planning should be made, proper needs should be looked into, how many doctors are being needed. The real state of Osmania Hospital is known to everybody. Gandhi Hospital, mortuary, sir, I have the paper cutting. How's the mortuary? In the Varta paper it came, sir. I have so many cuttings, sir, you're not giving me time. I would have given, sir. In the Varta paper, in the mortuary, sir, the rats are taking the dead
Please.
bodies, flesh and running.
Please conclude.
I have
Please,
so many
please.
cuttings. And sir, Honorable Chief Minister had again and again mentioned, Kadapa Medical College will open a new medical college in Kadapa. Where is the budget allocation, sir? for a Kadapa Rajiv Gandhi Institute? No. In this, not a single word is there. 1,000 new doctors you are saying, but again, Honorable Chief Minister's statement itself says, out of 1,000 doctors, 250 doctors will be absorbed for Kadapa Medical College. That means only 750 doctors would be taken. So this is not, sir. A real seriousness should be brought, sir. I hope the Honorable Minister doesn't get irritated. He takes it as a very healthy and constructive criticism. Because let me come on record. MIM feels that your government is not your government, it is our government also. We are also part of the government. It's our government. It's our government. We had worked hard to get you to power from year to year. So we all should seriously work into and see what best we can do. Thank you very much for giving the opportunity.